As promised, I'm gonna go over some things from the practice test. So we're gonna be looking at number 6 specifically from that. So number 6 is, or we're told to state whether it's true or false that the following, we're asked whether to state this equation true or false. So the way that we're going to do this is it's basically like a matching game. You're going to look at what's in the denominator and you're going to look at what's in the numerator and you're going to see if it's a match, right? And so we have x plus y in the denominator. You want to match it to something times x plus y. And in this case, it's telling you it's going to match as a -1 times x plus y. So if we do x plus y times -1, we have to distribute it to each of these, right? So we're going to end up getting -x minus y. So if you look back over here, we have x minus y, right? Over here we have negative x minus y. So this one doesn't have a negative out in front of x, so this is actually false. So that's how we'll do 4 through 7 basically. You're gonna take what's in the bottom, you're gonna and then you're gonna copy it up top, and you're gonna see here. We'll just do it with number 4 really quick. You have 5y in the bottom equals x over y. So I'm gonna put another 5y up here. I'm going to multiply it by x over y. So here I'm going to get 5xy over y over 5y, and I can cancel these out, which means I'm left with 5x over 5y. So that means it's true. So if you want to do that method, you can, or you can just eyeball it. But when you get down to something kind of tricky like this, and it's easy, this method might be helpful. I'm going to move on to number 20 on the practice test. We're asked to write a fraction as the sum of an integer and a fraction. The fraction that they give us is x squared plus 2x plus 2 over x plus 1. So they want an integer, right? So it's going to be x plus 1 over x plus 1 times something plus a fraction. So whatever's left with x plus 1. So I'm going to look up here. I'm going to see if I can find a match to this. So if we look at x squared plus 2x, we might think if we multiply an x to x plus 1, we'll get x squared plus 2x. So let's try it. X plus 1, we're going to multiply by x. We have to distribute it to each, which means we're going to get x squared plus x. So over here we have x squared plus 2x, not x. So that can't be the combo. So let's look at 2x plus 1. So we might think to get from 2x to from x to 2x, we multiply by 2. So let's try that. 2 times x plus 1 equals, distribute to each, 2x plus 2, which is a match. So we're going to write this as that. And then the remainder is just what we didn't take into account, which is x squared. So this is going to cancel out. And we're left with 2 plus x squared over x plus 1. So again, it's all just a matching game, right? And I can do this for 21 through 28. So if we take 24 really quick, we're told x cubed y divided by x over 2y. So again, we're going to take this, we're going to multiply x cubed over y. So we're multiplying now by the reciprocal, so 2y over x. I'm going to look here and here. I see that x and x cubed match, right? So I can take out 1x, right? Because that's the least one. So I'm going to get rid of this, and this is going to change to 2. And I look at y and 2y here. I can get rid of this y and this y, right? So now all I'm left with is x squared over 1, or I'll put a 1 here, x squared over 1 times 2 over 1, which is just 2x squared. So again, you're going to find what I did is I found a match here and a match here and took out the match basically because they're opposing, because we got one in the denominator, one in the numerator, and you're multiplying, right? So they're acting against each other with equal force, which means nothing, right? Same thing here. You're finding the two opposing forces that are equal to each other and taking them out because they don't mean anything. So that's how you simplify those fractions. And it's just, again, a matching game. You're just looking for the matches like we did here and we did here.